Most people know that you can personalize emails within HubSpot, but did you know that you can also personalize web pages automatically based on where people are coming from, which link they click in an email, or even their life cycle stage within HubSpot? Want to take it one step further? You can even customize content specifically for your clients so that there's a difference between clients and leads. In this video, I'll show you exactly how you can do that. My name is Jasper. I'm a certified HubSpot consultant, and let's dive right in. Okay, so this is Jasper from the future at the end of the video. I do quickly want to mention that everything that I show in this video requires a HubSpot Content Pro license. So if you have that license, perfect, you can use everything in this video. If you don't, you might consider adding it to your HubSpot license. If you need help with that, just reach out to me, but let's get into the video. So within HubSpot here, we want to go to content and then website pages, and then we'll land on this page right here. As you can see within my demo environment here, I haven't really created any pages yet, so let's click on Get Started. We'll choose a page that we like here. Let's have a look. I think this page is perfect for our use case here. So now I'm going to show you how you can use smart rules to customize the experience on this web page for different visitors. And I'll also show you how to take it one step further using query parameters to customize your page even further. If you like this video so far, give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more HubSpot Excellence, and don't forget to sign up for my brand new HubSpot Excellence newsletter. Link down in the description of the video. Let's get into the video itself. So first I want to show you how you create these smart rules. So let's say we're going to take a look at our title here. And when we click the title, here we can see smart rules. That's exactly what we're looking for. So now we're going to click on Add. And here we'll see the different categories that we can use for our smart rules. I'll go through all of them just to give you an idea of what's possible, and then we'll dive into the query parameters because I think that's one of the more powerful ones. So first of all, if you use Add Source, you can see that you can choose an ad campaign and customize the page based on the ad campaign that somebody's coming from. So this is just based on the specific campaign. Later, I'll show you how you can go even more specific for ad campaigns. The next one here is a contact list membership. So as you probably know, if you watch my other videos, list memberships are really powerful because you have a lot of different parameters that you can play with, even objects that are linked to certain contacts, for example. So this will allow us to select those lists. So let's say you have a real estate website, for example, and you know the budget that people have. You can customize a landing page specifically for their budget. Isn't that cool? So then the next one we want to look at is the contact lifecycle stage, another really powerful one within HubSpot. So here you can go for the different lifecycle stages. We can group some of them together, and we will customize the page for these specific lifecycle stages. Then the next one is country. Simple enough. So you can select the country that somebody is in, and based on the country, we can customize the page. Next up, device type. As it says, we can choose whether they're on desktop, mobile, or on a tablet, and customize the page accordingly. Referral source is another interesting one. So here we can customize the page based on where people are coming from from a general perspective, let's say. So we have for organic search, for example, referral, social media, email marketing, paid search, direct traffic, and other campaigns. Then the next option we have is the preferred language. So if you're not already using HubSpot's language tools to multi-language for your page, probably the better option to go. But if you're not doing that, you can still use smart rules to customize the page based on the preferred language of a contact. And then the last one, that's the one that I actually want to get a little bit deeper into because I feel like this is probably the most powerful one here, and that is query parameter. So for a query parameter, when we click on ads, we will see that we have a lot of flexibility here. And first you might ask, what are query parameters? Well, I'm glad you asked because it's not everybody knows about query parameters, but I hope that in this video you will learn more about it and you will discover how powerful this is, because if HubSpot's smart rules are underused, I think the query parameters are definitely an underused feature, but an incredibly powerful feature. So for this example, let's say that I want to customize our page based on the persona. So we're going to use the query parameter name persona, and then we're going to say if the query parameter persona is marketing, and then we're going to add another one, and we're going to say persona is sales. So we're going to customize our page for the marketing persona and for the sales persona. Here we can see we can also do it begins with and contains. This is probably useful when you're running like larger ad campaigns and you want to focus on specific things within those ad campaigns, because a lot of ad campaigns will already use certain parameters. Like if you're using UTM tags, for example, those are query parameters. So based on the UTM tag that a link has when a visitor comes to the page, we can customize our page. So for example, if we say add content, let me quickly check that we actually have the right one here. Good old trusty Wikipedia. So UTM content, good thing they'll look it up. Like even though I use these quite often, UTM content is one of the ones that gets less used. So it's good that I look it up here in this case. Here we could do something like UTM content. And if we have specific ad variations, we could have ad variant 1. And then we can do this for different ad variants, and based on the content that we show in the ad, we can then make sure that the page also gets customized for that specific ad. So we get one experience where people see something in the ad and they will see the exact same thing on the landing page, which usually increases conversion rates. But I digress. Let's stick to our persona use case here. So we're going to say persona sales, and then we're going to save this. So now, how does this specifically work? Let me first make sure that I can publish this page. Okay, so this is the URL that we have here. Let's copy that to the clipboard. Let's already publish this page. In the meantime, while this is publishing, I'm going to go to a new website. I'm going to add our URL here. So now how do we get this query parameter in here? We're going to do question mark, and then we're going to say persona is marketing. And that's exactly how the query parameters work. So here we can now see persona is marketing. That means that if we use this URL to send somebody to the page, they will see the version specifically for the marketing persona. We can do the same thing for sales. And I'll demonstrate it after we made some changes here so you can see how that actually works. By then, hopefully this page will also publish, because that would be really great for a demo. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Now, we have our smart rules here. As you can see, the category that we're using is query parameter. And now we are editing for the persona is marketing. So first of all, let's look at the default here. So this is what anyone will see when they are not matching any of these query parameters. So basically the default page that we're showing people who would randomly show up on this page. So let's say in this case, we want to say book a meeting to elevate your business case. So this is going to be for the default. Now we're going to go to marketing. And here we can already see I had marketing game. And then for the sales persona, we're going to change this to sales game. And also, while we are editing here in a certain smart rule, you can also see that the entire page will be previewed for that specific smart rule. So let me show you something else cool. When we are selecting a form here, so let's just use like this random support form that we have, we can actually add our smart rule here as well. So if we do the same one here, persona. So now when we're looking at our marketing persona, this form will load, and we can actually change that form for our sales persona. So now when we say sales persona, we want to show the newsletter form instead. We're going to apply these changes. We're going to see this newsletter form shows up. Now for my screen layout right now for this recording, you can see my screen is a little bit dense. So it doesn't look great, but you get the idea here. And then when we go to the default one, let's say we want to use even a different form here, that ebook form. Gonna apply these changes, and then that ebook form will show there. So while we are changing these now, so we have the smart rule for the form that we're looking at, I'm gonna change to persona as marketing. You can see that the entire page here updates to marketing, and we get that contact our support team form right here. And then when we do sales, you can see that this changes to sales as well. And then we get this newsletter form. So this is all working perfectly fine now. And now we can actually test this out. So we're going to copy this URL. Then we're going to open a new page, and we're going to say persona is marketing. And we're going to load this page, and hopefully this is going to work. Here we go. So as you can see, book a meeting to elevate your marketing game. We have that support form. It's a little bit random, but you get the idea for like the demo here in this case. And this is specifically for the marketing persona because we have that query in here in our URL. So now if we want to change this to sales, we can just update that query. And as you can see now, it's book a meeting to elevate your sales game. So the page gets customized. We have another form, we have another title, and of course we can change anything on the page. So if we want to change this image as well, we can do that. Let's quickly go back here. Let's go to this image, smart rule. I mean, you know the drill by now, I'll just quickly go through it. Let's try something fun for this AI generated image, just because we can. Oh, here we go. Well, perfect. Just the photo I was looking for. So now you can see we have updated that image as well, just to show you that you can literally customize anything on this page based on the query parameter. So now when we go back here, let's actually show the default page first. So here we now have our default page. Now we're going to update this to persona as marketing. So now we have our marketing page with this image of New York City, more or less, I think. Well, no, it's not actually New York City. Somewhere in a city, let's say. And then we'll go to sales. And we'll get that nice image of our hardworking sales guy on Miami Beach. Fun fact, this morning I was actually going for a little walk on Miami Beach, so that's where the inspiration came from. Alright, so this is how you can customize your website pages, your landing pages, based on query parameters. Here we did a custom parameter, but you can also do this with the UTM parameters, as I said. Any parameter will really work. And also, like if you have a lot of people visiting your website that are already in your CRM, this works especially well when you're sending people to the website from a marketing email, because that will actually automatically link them to their contact object in HubSpot. You will be able to customize on virtually any property that you have on a contact. Well, scratch that, because with lists you can go even further. So literally any property that you have on a contact, being it on the contact itself, on deals, on the company that's linked to the contact, service tickets, anything, you can use that to customize your pages. And I would really recommend to do this because it will really significantly increase your conversion rates on the website. And when you're using this in combination with ad campaigns, this will definitely increase the conversion rate for your ad campaigns when done well. Also, keep in mind that when you're using internal links, you can do the same thing. So if you have a blog post and you want to link to a landing page and customize certain elements of this landing page for the specific blog post, or better for people coming from this blog post, you can use these parameters to add information for the customization of that landing page. So that works great as well. Another really great thing that you can do is combine this with HubDB. It would take us a little bit too far for this video, but if that's something that you would like to see, how we would use HubDB in combination with customizing a landing page like this or a website page, let me know in the comments below. And if enough people want to see this, I might make that video as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more HubSpot excellence. And next, I think this video right here would be really interesting for you, because this one is how to use smart content for emails, something that most people already know about, but there's still a lot of people that don't really use smart content in emails. So if that's you, this video is definitely for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.